capillary exchange thing that we just did recently. What is it that's pushing fluid out of this arteriole into this space? Hydrostatic pressure. You've got blood pressure, right? So blood pressure is pushing some of the fluid out here. Now, you can't push all of it out, right? Because then what you have is these dried up red blood cells. So some of the fluid comes out, just like with the exchange, with your capillary exchange, still got albumin in here, keeping some fluid in, but some of it goes out and comes down, comes into here, Bowman's capsule, and comes down this part of the nephron. As that fluid is moving through the proximal convoluted tubule, certain things, I'm going to talk about which ones in lecture, I have to remind myself, glucose, sodium, hydrogen, potassium, different stuff that you need to keep will get pulled back into peritubular capillaries. You can see the peritubular capillaries a little better in your book, but they kind of show you those here. As that fluid moves down here, lots of things get moved in to the tubule, lots of things get moved out of the tubule. So very, very delicate balancing act. Fluid keeps going here, so down the loop of Henle, up the loop of Henle, and then through the distal convoluted tubule. When you get here to the collecting duct, at that point, most of the substances that are going to get shuttled back and forth have been already shuttled. Most of what gets pulled out of the collecting ducts or not pulled is water. However, where water goes, what else? Sodium also follows. So you'll have some sodium, potassium, some modulation of how much of that is kept or lost right here. Most of it, though, is going to happen here in the nephron. And then when whatever you've got gets into the collecting duct, water is lost, water is not lost, whichever way it goes, comes down the collecting duct here, a little more water saving here at the papillae, and then it falls into the minor calyx. And so right here, and then what's in the minor calyces get collected in the majors, what's collected in the majors gets down the ureter. Okay, so you can follow that whole pathway. What is it that